We are here. Episode 7, Drop Ash Podcast. I felt like doing like one of these.
I'm glad you kept up on that one because I lost count already at this point.
I mean, it's been a lot, bro. I don't know. But episode 7, we're honored to be here with the man, the myth, the legend, motherfucking Jonas Santana of Blackbird Cigars.
What's up, my baby?
How you doing, man?
Everything good?
Thank
you so much for inviting me for this.
I'm so glad
it's a real
you're
pleasure for me to be here.
Yeah, man.
You know why? Because when I launched my first 200 boxes of the Crow, 2016, you were the first guy that bought a box from me.
Right.
We're talking 9 years ago.
I still have the fucking box somewhere.
For real?
I've smoked the cigars. I have one left. I always kept the one.
Oh yeah?
Because I was like, this is something different.
This is romantic as hell right now.
It's a little romantic, but you know what? I told him a long time ago when I got you're gonna do good. You're gonna do good. And my thing with you was always like, not you can't do something. You can do anything, but you just gotta slow down because you were like from day one. He was like trying to do everything himself. And my first piece of advice to him was like, get some fucking help because he was doing all this shit. He didn't have Blackbird yet. Blackbird was on the way, and you were working for another company that we're not going to mention. Maybe we will. I don't know. You want to mention it?
That's up to you.
I don't care. No bad blood. But he was working for another company, and he was doing everything with them. You were in the warehouse. You were in the road, taking the phones, picking up the shit in customs,
shipping orders,
so
charging people.
Basically, figured like, hey, I'm doing all this anyway.
Back then, I didn't understand, but because of that, now that you mentioned that, every time I can explain people about because it's very nice to see people smiling in pictures. Oh, you have a big factory now, and blah blah blah, but they don't know what happened in the past before I made it here, and still there's a lot of things to grind, a lot of things to do.
Yeah.
So, but after that, I learned that when you work for somebody, it's actually a college that pays you if you really pay attention and if you really have a goal in your life. Because I remember, this sounds funny, I hate everything related to smoke because my father had a heart attack when I was 15.
Yeah,
and they say it's a cigarette, but I didn't know the difference between cigarette, and hookah, whatever you mentioned. But on the other side, my great grandmother, that she died at the age of 108, I think I was prized. It was a precious time for me that I got to see her and be with her until I was like 22. And she started smoking cigars at the age of 15 years. Cigars, not cigarettes. So, in my brain, I'm a little traumatic, let's say. I don't know if that's the right word. But then when I got hired in the factory, I'm like, God, why you actually bring me here? But I needed the job. So things that I like to talk about that is I started from going to every single department before I really had my real time. Like I was part-time. I learned graphic design because I know they needed that. I haven't smoked any cigar before I got my first job, real job, because I used to work with my father before. But I was the only guy outside of the son's owner to speak English. So I say, these guys are going to get visitors, tourists. I want to be the guy doing that. Why I said that? Because depending on where you are, there's always an ego or the new guy. They don't want to give a lot of information for whatever. If you fly too fast or you run too fast, this guy's too fast.
Yeah.
But if I'm doing the tours, who can say no to me if the boss said Jonas is doing it?
Right.
I can go back to every single department with questions that I didn't know the answer, and they must give it to me because I must do it properly.
You're educated.
So that was my first smart move.
Smart.
After that, I clicked with the master blender, and I told the guy, "Look, I don't know why I'm here, honestly." But for some reason, something is telling me that I need to be your best friend and I need to learn how to roll cigars and how to develop my palate. I don't know the differentiation between all these tobaccos that you have here. And I remember I just sold my car. I was getting into a business with my brother, selling cars and whatever. So I had to take public transportation in Dominican Republic, which is not the best. It's not like having a train in New York or whatever, right? So I had to walk around. I had to walk 30 minutes before getting to the stop where you get he knows more than you guys.
Yeah.
You take like a little van from this place to
Agua.
Tamboril, Lago Agua, yeah, and it has probably 50 stops because you get to Tamboril.
And you have
And this guy telling me,
everybody in the bus.
this guy is telling me, if you're serious about this, you must be here 1 hour before your work shift.
Ouch.
So I had to wake up 6 in the morning to be at the place at not 5:30 to be walking at 6:30, taking the public transportation to get there at 7. So when I get there at 7, the first day he told me, "Oh, it looks like you're serious about it." I'm like, "You don't know me, bro." That's the first thing I told him to Adon. How can I say Adon in English? It's like a senior, right?
Senior, yeah.
A don, like a made man.
Nah, not more like a personal respect. Like so.
Yeah, hierarchy. Like
Yeah.
I got you.
Exactly. So
A leader.
he sat me down
Leader.
right next to a roller, and I was only putting the wrapper every day for 1 hour for 1 year, and I was smoking puro cigars for 1 year. Sometimes I was doing the bunching, but he was more training me in putting the wrapper on, because he told me if you do an event, you have the cigars already pre-made. You just put the wrapper, and it's gonna be a good thing to see for the consumers, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Then the guy left. And I was there. Then that factory started bringing me here, coming back, and I was doing something kind of like illegal. Let's say 5 months here, then come back. That will affect my visa back then. And that's how I was really learning everything from the bottom. Then I stay here. When you met me, I was about to be fully illegal in the States. Then I become illegal in the States for 1 year.
Yeah.
And before you go to the next question, I started Blackbird being illegal in the country, fully illegal. My brother had to sign all the papers before Blackbird started.
That's crazy. I'm glad you made it, brother. I'm glad you made it. You come a long way. It's not an easy road you took, but you did the things that you needed to do, and here you are.
And why I still think it's not enough. I'm not talking money wise. I'm talking about building a brand, a company in a sector and an industry that is very hard to make it. Because if you look at all the successful brands, and if it's not a successful brand, and I hope you understand my point, it can be as successful as a master blender. Because there's some guys that they are very successful as their master blender name, better than its own brand, but make a lot of cigars for other people.
Right.
Right?
A lot of those.
Without mentioning the names. But
mention
if
the
you
names.
pay, no. But if you pay attention, and we go respectful brands, when the Fuente started? 1918?
That's about right. I don't know.
Think so.
Okay. Successful brands
Key for fact check.
that I can mention out of inspiration. Like it helped me to do my things too. Like what can I replicate or do on my own or whatever. All of them, let's say Padron, 1948?
26.
No.
26 was the
48
birthday.
or 55?
The year, yeah. 1912.
1912, so I was close.
Yeah.
I got one, 1907, bro.
Okay, so 1907, we have La Aurora,
Yeah.
right? 64.
64, okay.
So we're talking people that has over 60 years in the industry, just to put a little. But we can actually say
at least-
over 100 years.
Yeah, at least 1 or 2 or 3 generations.
Generations to generations.
Yeah.
A lot of tobacco saved in their warehouses because you're always working against Mother Nature.
Right.
When you don't have the proper tobacco next year, the master blender is he must smoke 30 cigars a day to see if whatever he can substitute during that year tastes the same without telling you I changed the blend.
Yeah.
Right.
Which
It's
is
constantly changing.
not ideal if you're gonna protect your product. But when you're working against Mother Nature, you must have a substitute just in case. It can be even, this year I'm using the pink salt. Next year there's no pink salt. I will need to use the regular white salt.
Right.
Right? It happens. But the trick is how you make it work with that with the materials that you have in front of you. So all of these guys that have made it in big time with a lot of respect, that people like they don't need to market themselves anymore. It's a word of mouth. People tell them all the time, if you need to celebrate, you should try this cigar or whatever. So you're actually working against Mother Nature. You're working against people that have so many years. How many marketing tools can we really use to promote cigars? We cannot use the TV.
Right. Not in the U.S. at least.
You cannot use Billboard.
Right.
If you go to Europe, there's some places that there's some countries that they cannot even use Instagram to promote their retail shop.
There's some countries you can't even put it on display in your own store.
You have Canada with blind packaging.
Yeah.
You have Netherlands coming to blind packaging.
Yeah.
You have states that are more tax friendly than others. You go to Utah, we're talking 75%, and you cannot smoke inside.
Tariffs.
Whatever
the fuck is going on in California right now.
Say that whole debacle.
So there's a lot of things that I can now that I'm really thinking through it, because I always say I don't want to think about the bad things, I want to think about the solutions. But if you really think it twice, you must have a lot of balls to start a new cigar brand, and you are willing to sacrifice your family at the same time, because you're not going to be here. I'm going to say something that I'm not proud of. I had to take 85 flights last year only. So we're talking 43 weeks out of my house. How many weeks do we have in a year? It's 52. I don't say this as a proud man.
Right.
Because I feel horrible as a father. Of course, you try to balance it out because you work hoping that then you're going to have time to enjoy what you did. And we're not only talking about luxury, we're talking about time. Time for the things that you never did at one, where you were very busy paying attention to building a brand. But it really takes a lot. I don't see, outside of construction, more physical work that you have to do than cigars. How many miles you need to drive? How many miles you need to fly? How many doors you need to knock? How many time you need to waste waiting for somebody for an appointment? How many time you need to wait because the flight got delayed?
Driving places.
Yeah, the rockstar life. You're constantly on tour, man.
I even talk about the TSA pre-check and global entry, whatever. If you don't do that, if you think about this, if you don't have TSA pre-check and global entry, for example, for USA, and you take 85 flights, how many? Let's say out of that, 20 of those it was coming from another country, and you don't do that, you are saving probably an hour,
at least
in Miami. If you don't have a status in Avis, you probably have to do a 1 hour of just waiting in the line. How many hours do you think I can save when I have all of that in 85 flights? I remember I did my math. I saved around 9 days.
That's a good time, huh?
It just goes to show the amount of like traveling and all that shit that goes into it. It's crazy.
It's crazy. People don't talk about that.
Yeah. No, the sacrifice. I mean, that's one of the things that scares me. Obviously, I always have in my mind, I'm like, oh, well, I'd love to do a brand, but working now in the industry and I see all the sacrifice you have, I'm like, hold on, I might have to take a second. You know, it's pretty crazy to think about.
I always think about it in the sense of there's a lot of brands out there that have a face behind the brand, right? And then there's a lot of faceless brands. And I was like, oh man, that's corny. That brand doesn't have a face. It's just random reps. But if you really think about it, man, you're doing it the right way by not doing that shit. It's costing you in the long run, but you're getting it back because you don't have to be on the fucking road doing a million events. You know, like the Ashton. Who the fuck, you know, Ashton is Ashton.
Yeah, but when did they get started?
Right. No, I'm
made
just,
by whom, you know?
I'm just using it as an example. But
like Espinosa. His name is on it. His face is on it. He's constantly everywhere.
Yeah,
I call him the cigar warrior.
Yeah, that's why he says he doesn't go to Nicaragua, because he's more valuable here, touring into different shops.
But see, he's a perfect example. Like you have Eric Espinosa, senior and junior. They both do events. You have Jack Durano. You have Richie. You got a billion reps.
Yeah,
all of them do events. But at the end of the day, everybody knows who Eric is, you know?
Yeah.
He is that brand through and through.
He's the brand.
But then you have other brands that, may sell themselves without the, value of having a face behind it. But they may not have such a strong presence everywhere because of it. So like in your case, you are very, very much attached to your brand. Everybody knows Blackbird, like, yeah. El Rapero. You know, the guy
Pero.
Santana. So let's talk about your brand. You get those 9 days back. What do you do when you get those extra 9 days? What do you do when you get at home? I said, let's talk about the brand. I'm talking about
You
family.
went tangent.
It's fine.
That's why Bunny Trail.
Depends. I sleep a little bit. Try to play with my kids.
Okay.
Try to plan for the next trip. If you do the plan, it's gonna be a better trip, and you can also have some free time. Let's say. But I remember all of these years until this year.
Yeah.
I can see that I forgot about myself. Like I didn't do any sports. I didn't do any let's go to the movies. Let's have
2 kids,
everything was work. I have 2 kids now. Yeah,
5 and 2.
work and
5 and
work
3.
and work. I forgot about myself, and I'm like, am I doing the right thing?
Yeah. But I mean, you got the brand. He talked about Jarapero, in case people don't know. The guy's an established musician, man. You know, the guy's...
It's helping. It's helping a lot.
So, but I'm just saying, that's more of your time right there, you know? So...
I'm a little crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Because you're going to be on the road, too. But I think you can get a private plane faster with being a rapper, right?
I sell out fucking cigars.
That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Like, how big can an event be? Oh, we're gonna make an event with you, $300. If you do the math, can you pay a private plane to go there? Maybe first class. Good, first class, whatever. Are you gonna be by yourself? Moving $300, you're gonna have at least 2 guys with you. So the balance is not there, right? So it requires a lot of passion without saying passion, because I always say you don't need to say that. I think you show it doing what you do that you love. Nothing is perfect. Something that I like about this industry is how many friends you really create during this journey. I have a lot of people that have gave me a lot of advices. You are one of them. I can go to probably any estate, and I probably have somebody that I can call. Hey, man, I feel lonely today. Can we have a beer? Right? It happens. That's beautiful. One part that I like about cigars too is the creation of the new blend, the creation of a new line, the meaning of it. Why are you doing that? For example, when we did the Superb, we did 51 blends before we pick up one. That's why we call it the bird of the paradise. We arrived to paradise after a very burned out palate, right? So that's something beautiful. Something else that is beautiful about brand and being the face of the brand and myself. There's a lot of people that the way they approach to you with a lot of respect, it help you a little bit to keep moving forward. Like somebody's really seeing what you do. You don't have to be trying to get accepted by anybody, but I think it feels good when somebody really applauds you and, hey man, I like what you do. Can you teach me? Or
Let me take a picture with you.
let me take a picture with you. And let me tell you, there's a point that you can also get a little xenophobic. I don't know if you say when you get asked.
Yeah.
It had happened to me a couple of times. Like you get you really like you have 4 hours here and you wanna go to do number 2, my bro, in the hotel. There's a lot of people asking you questions over and over again, and you have to do it. But man, you cannot feel bad with somebody that's trying to learn more about you and your brand. But in the other bag, like, hey, I have a necessity.
Yeah.
Hold that. That's a great question.
And those are the sacrifices, man. Not only your time, but your bowel movements.
That shit ain't cool.
Nah, literally.
Literally.
But yeah, man, one thing I love about the brand, I mean, you when we did an event here, you shared the story of like how you came up with the name, the Blackbird. Tell us, for the people don't know. I mean,
So the thing is,
clever as hell.
For we understand there's a lot of people, or let's say not a lot, because we can probably mention with 10 fingers 10 big companies, and out of those 10 big companies comes other brands that are made by them, because there's some brands that doesn't have factory, but they are successful.
Cheers. So sorry.
Yeah.
You may not be aware of this. Anytime we drop the ash,
Okay.
the podcast, we take a shot, bro. So I just dropped the ash.
Oh,
Salud.
don't tell me that, man, because I'm gonna be dropping that right now very often. It's very
That's
good.
why we don't mention it, because it needs to happen. It needs to happen organically.
Organically.
You know?
Okay.
When we drop it, all right, well,
All right,
cat's out the bag. You were saying sorry about the.
So with the branding is, this was the first country that I say, okay, I have to penetrate this one because anything related to smoke, this is the biggest one, the biggest consumer.
Right.
The same place that I was stuck with no papers. When I was like, which one is the symbol of USA? It's actually the eagle, which is the strongest bird. Strongest bird, eagles, mainstream brands. But which one is the smartest bird in the planet? It's the crow. So I say, how do I play smart against a bunch of eagles in a very respectful way? What they don't pay attention to. First, they don't really use a lot of bright colors back then. And you can actually see more people gravitating to the...
I've noticed.
I can show you.
I've noticed it.
I can show you other brands
A lot of rebranding.
Yeah, with the different colors. Because I say, what's the color in the humidor?
Brown.
Light brown colors. And the boxes? Same. So how do you stand out? Okay. What else? People, retail owners, you can say it. What's the biggest problem? Space. So why I'm going to do 2 rows of 10 if I can do 3 rows of 7? And I can show you a couple companies that change to that after me. We got to do it chef friendly. Something else, how easy it is to take out the band. You just have a bird, you take it off, it's going to come out easy. When we were starting with the Instagram back then, try it out. Of course, try to do it gentle. Just pull off.
There's a little nipple right there. Chicken head.
Yeah, let's get a little.
Yeah, pull off the head of the bird,
Yeah.
and it should come out easy.
Maldita madre.
At least
Ahora.
99%. This is the first time you realize that?
No, I've done this before. I've taken off a band or two before your cigars. So it's like...
Yeah. Easy.
So, when I launched the brand, Instagram was really taking off.
Yeah.
So I remember that there was an app, I forgot the name, that they were using for cigars and then in Instagram at the same time. And I used to do this in the picture to be able to read what's in the band. So I make it bigger.
It was a cigar journal. No, not...
Do you remember the app?
Yeah. I remember...
Cigar, it was only
Cigar scanner.
No.
Something like that.
You're close, but no.
I can't remember the exact name.
But it was an app that was...
You would take the pictures.
Cigar Social. It's like a Cigar Social.
And you could read notes and rate it and all this other shit.
Yeah, but it was a community.
Yeah.
Right? So I remember...
Like before Dojo.
I remember I was like trying to read things, and I'm not an old guy. I think I know how to see good. And I'm like, okay, we got to do that. Something else was, how many Spanish names that even me as a Dominican, it's hard for me to say it. Long names. So I said, we got to keep it short. No more than 2 syllables. My longest name in a core line, because short runs, limited edition, is another story. In the core line, my longest name is the Jackdaw, which is the Connecticut. Still, it's 2 syllables.
Yeah.
Colors. If people don't remember the color, we'll remember the name. If you don't want to remember both of it, I put you a pull tag so you can save the band very easy. So, when I realized the crow has more family, like the rook, like the raven back then, before I had a little issue that I'm going to mention now, and the jackdaw, all of them are family of the crow. I'll say, okay, so I can see that I have dark feather birds. And blackbird, it's also 2 syllables. I'm gonna become a blackbird because I have to be smarter than a bunch of eagles. And after that, I say, how people really gonna think about a movement? I think when you make anything, especially in this era, I think you should inspire people, no matter their age. Can be old, young, whatever. So I pick up the Can't Clip My Wings because I will always encourage everybody to follow your dreams. Can't Clip My Wings, related to bird, inspirational.
Hashtag.
Exactly. And if you're not feeling well that day, bro, don't let anyone clip your wings. Don't let any financial problem clip your wings. Don't let any health situation clip your wings.
Okay.
And I also created for myself to self-motivate myself. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Excuse my Dominican English. Every time I see that, I'm like, Jonas, you created that, man. You cannot really back off. There's no time to cry now.
Right.
We got to do it. So I think that's very powerful when you give a little motivation to others without knowing them. I remember people that have texted me in the past, and I remember one of them, It was like 3, but I remember one of them. Jonas, I was about to commit suicide until I understand your slogan.
Shit.
Damn.
Bro, that was very powerful for me.
Saving lives out here, man. That's crazy. That's crazy.
But that was shocking to me.
Yeah.
Coño.
Somebody telling you that. Like, you inspire me, and I'm like, oh my, everything that I own, money, whatever, back, you know?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's powerful. What's the meaning of doing something if you're not also doing something mentally to help others?
Yeah.
In a
At that point, you
motivational
realize
way?
you're creating something larger than yourself. You know. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
none of that way, but that's impactful shit.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Wow.
Nice. You were going to talk about the Raven.
So the Raven, 4 months after I relaunched the brand, because the first 200 boxes was in 2016. So
I have a box of that somewhere.
legit,
What don't you have, man?
legit, the brand was launched in 2016. When I relaunched the brand in 2018, was it August? No. So my first batch was January 2019. 4 months after, my Instagram took off. And I got a call from somebody saying, and he was very polite, Jonas, do you know I own the Raven name? And I'm like, I was still illegal. Broke as fuck. Now, do you think I want to fight? Lack of information. What the lawyers do, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So he said, I own the Raven name. And I asked the guy, look, so let me tell you something. Send me by email your trademark certification. And if you have it, what can I do? I'm going to make another line with the same blend. He said, okay, I'll call you back. The guy that called me back was the attorney.
Is it Frank?
But hey,
Oh,
hey, that's in the past, right? There's no hard feelings anymore. He called me, very aggressive, doing his job, but very aggressive.
he's good
You
at
want
that.
to go to car? And I'm like, bro, that's fine. I have a bunch of ideas. And I'm like, this guy was very unkind with me. And I look it up.
I didn't know that.
I came and I was looking for unkind, a flock of ravens. Flock of ravens, you can also say unkindness. Like murder of crows.
Yeah.
Unkindness means flock of raven. And I'm like, this guy's going to remember me for the rest of his life.
Ah, clever.
So because of that, I named the cigar Unkind, because he was very unkind with me, but he never realized he was making me stronger. My brand took off right away after that.
Yeah.
And he was pissed at me. Woo! I remember he saw me in back
BCA.
when after the pandemic, when we had the first show again. It was at Things TP, and I remember he called me, one of my sales manager back then, that, hey, I had an issue. This guy keep telling this story or whatever, and I'm like, this is marketing.
Yeah.
How many times do you see Burger King talking bad about McDonald's? And it's not about talking bad about him, because I know he was doing his job.
Right.
But on the other side, he never saw a guy that was trying to make it. He was not polite at all back then. And I took the advantage of using my marketing skills, because I did marketing in college, just to tell him, hey, thank you.
Smart business.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, there's no such thing as bad publicity anyway. So,
I mean, I was not being disrespectful. Not really.
No.
well, all right, beautiful. So, I mean, honestly, you've been, it's 2016 coming through. Next year, obviously, you have an anniversary, a big
Yeah.
one. What's on the horizon?
We already have the blends aging. I just don't know what time of the year I'm going to launch it, because it must. When you're doing something that I don't know if this is the product to commemorate 10 years. Probably might be amazing for a lot of people, but for me, I'm still. Let's see. Let's see. Because also, if you tell everybody, I'm making the best cigar ever in your life, probably 50% of those people will tell you it's not that great, because you put the expectation too high.
That's fair.
At the end of the day, too, it's subjective, So, but yeah, of
But
course.
what is the best cigar in the world?
You're smoking.
The
You're
one
enjoying it.
the one you like, right?
The one you like, the one you
So the way I work is I try to make the best cigar I can without saying it, for the people to gravitate to Blackbird, support the brand, because we are nobody without consumers.
Yeah.
Without retailers representing your brand at the same time. So right now, I don't feel comfortable. But we did a cigar that we have never made. Like there's some tobacco that we haven't used in the past. There's some tricks that we're using to ferment the tobacco. I don't want to say too much, but it must. The cigar, when I say yeah, it must represent 10 years.
I'm just saying, if you need to send someone samples, I know a guy. He's willing to try it out.
Well, this type of samples, I'm charging.
See this?
He said, the travel time to
Come
pay
a
back,
long way, man.
TSA pre-check and global
Telling you,
entry.
man.
Those services aren't free, my friend.
Is Papa blending?
Of course, with his two sons, because he trained them. He trained them, and I told him, I trust you a lot, man. But what if you also use your family? Because this is young breed.
Mm-hmm.
They see things different than him. You train by
Younger
this guy.
mindset too, coming in with fresh eyes, fresh
they
ideas,
are experimenting things.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I don't know if you did you try the 087 when you went there? It was a Connecticut cigar.
We tried a couple Connecticut's. I don't remember the numbers, to be honest.
Okay, there was one of them that was created by his son, and he was jealous.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny to see. It's very funny to see.
Yeah.
Your father jealous of you,
It's a great thing.
but I love that.
I'm sure there's a little bit of jealousy, a little bit of pride,
Yeah, both things at the same time.
You're proud of it, but motherfucker, don't outshine me. Not yet.
Don't outshine the master.
Don't outshine the master.
Yeah.
That's cool though. I really enjoyed. I spent some time on your factory. I really enjoy the energy there, man. Like the people there, walking around with Papa and him, not just knowing, okay, this person, that's their name, but that's their name. This is their kid's name. This is the classes their kids are taking. Mm-hmm. They got a test tomorrow. They got to leave work today early. I'm going to force them to leave early so that they can help the kids study. I'm like, what the fuck? Who does that? Not even in regular work, much less in a factory setting. But he knew everybody in the factory and everything that they had going on. If they had a good day, if they had a bad day, it's Friday, it's 2 o'clock, wrap it up. I was like super impressed by how well they work together.
There's a lot of people that have visited the factory and they tell me that they haven't seen that happy atmosphere in other factories. And I didn't believe it. But
I'm going to say that I'm going to say that it was unique to your factory, that the energy. There's a lot of factory. I've obviously, I've been to
many.
one or two. But like the energy there, man, was just, everybody was like really, comfortable with each other. And I know what I got to get done. You know what you got to get done. Let's get it done together. Hey, pass me that thing over there. Here you go. Here you go.
That's good. I mean, it creates stability in the factory too. Because how many times do people get poached? I'm assuming, in DR, how many factories there are, and people crossing the street left and right.
Yeah, for sure.
But I like that, and it really motivates me a lot because we understand that when we make a business, the side effect that we want is money, right? We're trying to work for when we get old or whatever. Even that money is very important. It's not my main goal. My main goal is to really enjoy this with them. I think the side effects of being successful will be money. Right. So these guys
good way to put it.
Are my family. And if I don't enjoy what I do with them, like I was telling somebody today, I get more excited when you as a rep take a $2,000 order than when I take a $80,000 order.
How's that?
Man, how do you feel when you trade somebody and doing great?
Okay.
And at the end of the day, as long as I can clean my wings, so we're working together. So when you succeed, I'm happier than when trust me, I'm happier. So I'm the kind of guy, for example, I took 3 members of my staff to Germany 2 weeks ago. I was the one doing breakfast to all of them. How many bosses do that? Do you think I do that just to show that I'm very humble? No. I don't really care what you think about me. I'm going to be myself, knowing that I know I'm a good guy. I just wanted to have a penetration with them. I want to laugh with them. I want to cry with them. I want them to teach me things. I want to teach them things.
Might that be the right word? penetration might not be the right word.
I mean, it's one of
But if
Frank's
you take
favorite
it the
ones.
wrong way.
I'm saying taking it is the right.
Man, I'm being serious. I'm gonna charge you $100 for that.
I mean, that was a beautiful moment. You're ruining it, man.
It's Frank being Frank.
Again, Dominican English, bro. Relax.
I'm Dominican, man.
Coño, pero
And you know,
penetration ain't como meterse.
no, you can penetrate somebody's mind.
I mean,
Okay.
Okay, what would be the proper way?
You wanted to have an engaged moment with them or something like that. You try
No,
to
you
inspire?
Man.
Inspire.
You don't have to
Inspire?
feel gay
Motivate?
because of that.
No, bro, but penetration is wild. Bro.
I mean, penetration doesn't also have to be gay. You know, there's straight penetration.
There is straight penetration. Yeah.
Wow, man.
That's
Frank
a clip. That's a clip.
Big fan being big fan.
Coño.
Oh, man, I like this.
I mean, just look at the shirt. To-do list. You know,
Oh, I forgot what I was wearing.
not my mom.
So you were cooking breakfast. What were you cooking?
We were talking about penetration.
I know. I'm
But
trying to
now,
just don't say you gave them sausage.
I was gonna say salchicha for sure was on the menu.
I didn't do that. I was omelette and things like that.
I'm like, where do you get
But the
mango
thing I
in
like-
Germany?
No.
Yeah.
How? It was omelette, a lot of bread, olive
I
oil,
hope you like pretzels.
good cheeses over there.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, those cheeses over there stink, but taste like
it
amazing.
tastes good.
I mean, it's all they pretty much. A lot of them use like unpasteurized cheese because here we pasteurize our milk till it's dead.
Yeah,
So
man.
that's why it tastes different over there.
I don't. Damn, man. If we talk about that, man, we should have more quality food here in the States, bro. For real, because the quality, it's just the quality. It's not about who cooks best.
Yeah.
It's the quality.
Well, I mean, that's what we're talking about. Like, every restaurant that you see now is getting delivered food by the same trucks. It's all the same trucks, Cisco or the other one, whatever. So it's
Cheney
pretty.
Brothers.
Yeah, so it's pretty much like, all right, which restaurant can reheat this food better? It's all coming from the same place, rather than some of these other restaurants. They get like
I
local.
could argue that. Right?
Yeah.
Because you could buy tobacco from a different farm
Mhm.
or the same farm, but whoever's blending it, whoever's rolling it,
it's different.
Fair
you
enough.
can get
different.
like
That's
that
true.
subject.
That's true.
You can bring 4 master blenders.
Yeah.
Same tobacco. All cigar will taste different
Mm-hmm.
because of the percentage. Also, if you tell them, I'm going to give you 45 days to make the cigar, some of them will do an extra fermentation, then
Mm-hmm.
the percentage by the leaf,
Yeah.
and every cigar will taste so different.
That would be super cool, man. If we have like a couple different
That
like
would be
master
amazing.
blenders and they all use the same like tobacco and you see like you can kind of like a toast across America kind
That
of
would be
thing.
cool.
That's
But a lot
that's
of
an
ego
idea.
will come. Wow.
Yeah.
That will be very hilarious to see. Because over there, I always tell some consumers when I have a little bit of confianza, like we can talk more, be more open. I tell them, you don't know the business inside. You just know the beautiful thing about events and the commodity, things like that. But inside,
Well, let
over
me tell you about the
there,
penetration.
are you gonna bring that up again?
You said the inside, bro. Just
What?
I'm gonna put a number count. I'm gonna put a count on the bottom of the screen of how many times penetration.
Oh my
That's
god!
too
So
much.
we're gonna make a cigar, call it the penetration.
Penetration.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, special edition.
yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
It could
Put
work.
this
It could
cigar.
work.
Put this cigar inside you.
Eat my cheese.
Put it in your mouth.
Oh my god.
Hey, Frank.
En la boca.
En la
Oh
boca.
my god! Oh my god!
Jeez.
It could work.
We can work.
Make it work.
Depends.
You can make it work. Going back to this blending stuff, have you thought, or Papo, or yourself, or your brand, thought about doing a collaboration with another brand?
Yes. I just cannot mention the names right now, but yes.
You're working on something
I
already?
will, no, we haven't done it.
Okay.
And that's a great subject that you're bringing up. Because I always say, for example, me that make music, I can say how Puerto Ricans got bigger, collaborating. Now, probably reggaeton is, outside of Bad Bunny, biggest is Colombia.
Super Bowl.
Colombia is making a lot of reggaeton, probably with biggest artists, with some of the Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about as saying I'm feeling good about it.
Yeah.
But the Puerto Ricans did so many collaborations that now different countries want to make reggaeton now.
Yeah.
Collaborating. So in the thing of cigars, I think it would be very beautiful to make a collaboration with new generation and from other people that has way more years than you and have like bringing the old and the new generation together. That would be very beautiful. I just don't know if their ego will allow them to do it. In my case, I did something 3 years in a row, PCA. PCA, the most of the time, starts like at 9 a.m., the early birds, right? So what I did, every year, I would took 1 hour before 9 a.m. to say hi to every single brand owner I can see. And by that, I saw which ones were better or gentlemen,
welcoming, or
which were not, or whatever. So, and it made me understand about that because I've been thinking about the collaboration for about 4 years already. And I think it can be beautiful. But we have to put the ego aside. We just have to think about the industry, not about ourselves. It's just bringing the best. But also the thing is, when you make a cigar, who's going to bring the tobacco? Who's going to blend it? Who's going to make it? That's a problem. So we have to even have to talk about it to the consumer. If I bring the tobacco and you make it at your factory, how are you going to pitch that in an event?
True. That's the other thing. Whose name is going to be bigger on the box?
Whose name goes first?
Exactly. All that stuff. I can
First,
see that.
I will never say what factory made it. First thing I would do. Oh, we created a new warehouse for that. Oh, but the roller was from your company or the other company? Oh my God, here we go again. Right. Who took the last decision on picking up the last plan?
Well, that's the thing, man. The consumers ask a lot more questions now. You know, you have access to more information. So the more access to information you have, the more questions you're gonna ask. Like, hey, okay, so who blended that? Where did they roll that? Okay, who's manufacturing? Where can I buy it?
But that doesn't mean I need to say everything.
Right.
Not saying everything. It's not
you
lying.
can be like undisclosed blend, undisclosed factory, undisclosed everything.
Yeah.
The only thing that's disclosed is, you know, the size and the MSRP.
The size, MSRP, whatever.
Yeah.
How many boxes we did, signed by this guy and this guy. I think I would love to do that.
I think you guys are due to do a collaboration, man. I think it would be cool. I would love to see you do a collaboration with a Dominican brand for selfish reasons, but I think doing one with a Nicaraguan brand, you know, would also be cool.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And partly, I think it's because you can borrow from each other's customer bases, like, you know.
That's the way it is. It's just mixing consumers.
Yeah. Because even I think even with the Dominican brands, you don't exactly have the same footprint as other Dominican brands, like the LFDs, the Fuentes. You know, they all have their own thing. Saga, they all have their own niche groups that buy Davidoffs.
Yeah.
You know, same thing with Nicaraguan brands. They all have. You got your Tataja people.
But they probably go to the same shops.
But they probably go to the same shops. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So you could still have something out there and potentially, you know, share consumers.
So I mean, that would be beautiful.
Yeah.
But also, all the collaboration doesn't need to be a cigar. I was talking about one brand that I told him, I'm going to make a brand. I'm going to make a line. But the only thing I need from you is to be in my, let's say, commercial for the cigar.
Was I there? I feel like I was there.
No, you were not there. And the guy was like, man, I like that idea. And I'm like, yeah, everything doesn't need to be also collaboration in cigars.
Yeah.
I feel like I was there. I'm not going to mention it, but
I think that can be a wonderful idea. Because, for example, if you when you saw the video, it was PCA.
Not last year, the year before.
No, this year I talk about it with the guy.
End of PCA.
The collaboration that
Yeah.
Bad Bunny did with Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg was not rapping.
Right.
Was in the music video.
Right.
Selling Gucci brand to Bad Bunny.
Right.
That's also a collaboration.
It shows camaraderie between brands too. So if the person, let's say,
cross-branding,
let's say for example, LFD, just throwing a brand out there, you know, all of a sudden they see, okay, here's Lito, like in the video with you, the LFD guy would be like, oh, I should try this, you know, opens it up, which is pretty cool.
It should be amazing.
Yeah,
like,
that's awesome.
I had a meeting with somebody, a huge company, And he told me, man, if we don't do things outside of the box, and the reason why I had the meeting with them is because they like the new modern approach that I have. They were interested about to see how many listeners I have on Spotify and a lot of things. And I was explaining why I did all the music and whatever. And he told me, if we don't support new generation guys that is willing to put the work, he told me, we're going to have a problem in 30 years. How many brands are we really going to be able to sell? How many brands you used to see before pandemic coming out? How many of them survived?
Right.
I think brand-wise, industry is smaller than before pandemic. You tell me because you smoke more cigars than me.
I think less brands, more SKUs.
Okay.
I feel like there's so many cigar companies, and even with every company getting rid of like 20 SKUs, 50 SKUs, there's so many SKUs out there, like sizes like this, size of that, size of this, you know?
It gets saturated at some point.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it gets saturated too.
Yeah.
So I think, but also, even in PCA this year, there were a lot of new companies, bro. I was like, who the fuck is this guy? You know, and some of them were, I think you better keep an eye on that person right there. They look like they know what the fuck they're doing. And then some other ones, I'm like, bro, that is trash. I'm surprised they made it out here. But it's exciting. It's exciting, I think, the direction the industry is going with amount of new brands, amount of new SKUs. I'm really curious as to what happens with all this tariff shit and in what direction it goes with. Is it going to stay around? Is it going to go away? Is it, because if it stays around, it's going to impact the bottom line of every consumer, every manufacturer. Not saying that it's not already, but even more so, because now you have to plan on, okay, I had to go up 15%. I was going up 6% before. Now I gotta go 15. I gotta get 20%. Like that quarter is not a quarter. It's a quarter to the manufacturer. Is now
50 cents to me, and then
$1 to the consumer. That's crazy.
That trickles down, and then it's this whole tariff stuff has been a yo-yo. It's on and off, on and off, on and off.
I blatantly stole that from Hector Afonso, by the way. Shout out.
Exactly. Shout out. But you know, that's the point. It's like, okay, they keep rising costs, and then let's say tariffs go away. Are the prices going to adjust? You know. And that's usually not the case.
That's not the case.
You never see a brand go backwards, and that hurts. And I see it here. I get people that usually buy, let's say, a Padron, and things get expensive, and they're like, all right, what can I get that's similar? And then now they're, going to something else. So just using Padron as an example. Usually a Padron smoker is a Padron smoker through and through, but that's just an example. You have some guys that would like to, by a special moment, splurge a little bit, but now they're thinking twice. So which lets the little guys shine at that point. So if you think about it, it gives some room for some more recommendations. People come out of the box, but that just hurts the bottom line after all for everybody.
All right, man. So I gotta ask you a question.
Yeah.
I don't ever have gripes with you. I don't have problems with you, but sometimes every now and again, you and I always find a way to get an argument.
And you'll find an argument.
Fuck you. See.
And hey, don't curse here.
Don't start with the shit. And then by the end of the night, we're always good. So I appreciate that about you. You always go out of your way to make sure you and I are good. So I appreciate it. So I'm gonna ask you now that I have a gripe right now. There's a cigar that you make. That you only make it for one store, and I'm not gonna go into legalities of it, of why you only do it for one store. I'm sure it's a store only.
And exclusive?
Exclusive, right? I fucking really like the cigar.
Good. That's the point.
What's the cigar?
It's a Lancero he makes.
Okay, there you go. Sold.
Do you remember the wrapper and all the blend and all that stuff?
Everything. It's sold out, sadly.
Fucking guy. So it's a bird. It's a flamingo.
Yeah?
It's a flamingo.
Okay.
You only sell it at one store. You sell it online, yada yada. I smoked it when I was in his factory.
Yeah.
And Papa was like, don't like this shit too much. And I'm like, I say that shit to people all the time. And I always say it like, like with a little jab, like, don't like this because you're not going to be able to get this. And he's like, don't like this too much. I don't have a lot of them. I'm like, how many more do you have? Because I'm smoking. And I'm like, how many more do you have? Because I really like this shit. He's like, I'll get you some more. He gives me back like 4 or 5 of them. I bring them all back with me. I try hard to not smoke them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many months later, but I ran into you somewhere, and I happened to have them, not knowing that he was gonna be there, but I happened to have them on me, and I took the bands off the motherfucker and I gave it to him, and I'm smoking it. You remember this now?
Yeah.
We're smoking a cigar, and we're there with, oddly enough, Bradley Rubin.
Okay.
And who else was there?
It was like 6 of us.
Yeah. So we're all smoking a cigar, and I'm like, "Yo, I got this shit. You're all gonna fucking love this shit." We're smoking it, and I give him one. He's smoking it. He's like, "This is good as fuck."
Love that.
He doesn't know it's his shit, and I'm like, "Hey man, it's
Exclusive. I probably smoked 2 cigars before I put it out.
So I'm like,
You know the funny thing how that cigar came out? I was making that blend for somebody in Texas. And
that one on Cero store.
it was a Corona cigar, 44 by 5.
Okay.
It took us a long time to produce it and deliver. And the guy told me, Jonas, you know what? Let's talk about the project in another time. I was actually with him at the beginning of this year. Everything is good right now. And then when I got James from Smoking Pipes, he came to me.
Good dude.
Yeah, I love that guy. That's my friend. He came to me, hey, we need to do a blend together. And I'm like, I know I have the right blend. That cigar already had 2 years age. He tried the first cigar of the factory. He said, this is the one. Maybe more cigars, but this is the one. All right, we're going to make vanilla and Sarah for you. That's what I want. And that's how everything really started.
Mm.
But the good news for you is we're going to make a blend inspired on that blend because I will respect my people from that guy. But it will be inspired by that blend. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to have more blends for you that also will bring you the same excitement. And trust me, even though you're kind of pissed about it, I love that you're pissed about it. But what's the whole point of making a short run?
Yeah.
That you get pissed about it.
And I'm
You cannot
surprised
find
it's
out-
a flamingo because usually Blackbird. That's not a Blackbird. What made you pick? What made you pick that name?
Because of long legs, Lancero.
Fair enough.
Well,
But it's a bird.
Yeah.
the flamingos aren't pink. It's the
shrimp that they eat the shrimp and it turns them
that's
pink.
what- fucking Miami Zoo, bro.
Yeah,
Shout
yeah.
out to that guy.
Yeah.
I forgot what color are they? Actually, they're gray or some shit.
I think so. Or like
don't
white,
remember.
like a
White,
off-white.
gray.
Yeah.
Somewhere
When they're born, they're like gray, I think, or something like that. But yeah, it's the
Flamingo.
shrimp that they eat.
Anyway, I like that fucking cigar, bro. Make that happen.
And that was
Hope-
released in Texas?
Hopefully next time
It was released in South Carolina.
Okay.
yeah,
Smoking Pipes.
There's flamingos in South Carolina?
they're sold out.
They're down here.
They're sold out.
Oh, they're sold out.
That's it.
So next time you make some,
Sold out.
think about your boy.
Mm-hmm.
Box number 1. I'm just saying, man. Give me some fucking love.
All right. We have to make it next year again for them.
Okay.
And we're gonna make another blend that is for us, inspired on that blend
Inspired.
because I know it was a success.
Okay.
But I have to respect them.
Grayish white.
Grayish.
Flamingos. They're a fact check over there.
Grayish
Flamingos are
white.
grayish white.
A little fun fact. You see, this is
Like
who
my
says this
beard.
podcast isn't educational? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
A little Snapple fact of the
You
day.
know, I just thought of something just because I went like this. You gotta make like a little short, stubby cigar and call it the owl or some shit.
The owl,
Yeah, man.
something like fatty.
Like a short, stubby cigar. The owl.
The owl.
Or some type of owl. There's a million fucking owls.
It's a lot of birds.
There's a lot of, there's a lot of fucking birds.
It's a lot of birds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or bring back the egg.
The egg. All goes to fucking earth.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
You might get sued. Don't,
You might
don't
get
do
sued.
that.
Don't do that. Yeah.
There's a couple things in the plans. You will see. You
Yeah,
will see.
no,
You will
no
see.
more
You
getting
will see.
sued. That's
All right.
behind.
Cool, man.
No, getting sued.
Well-
I have more knowledge now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking about the collaboration between the brands and bringing somebody in, not necessarily like in cigars and stuff like that. Obviously, I mean, your music videos, you can do that. You know, in the end of the, you're filming, whatever. You get to
Yeah.
a party. When you get to that party, who's at the party? All these guys, right? That'd be pretty cool. And they're all just smoking different
like
stuff.
things that I want to do. For example, when
Yeah.
I have done a lot of trip prices.
Mm-hmm.
Like people waiting to go to the yard. For example, next week I gotta go there because of a lot of winners. Things that I want to do with them is like, actually, you happen to be here. You're gonna be part of my music video.
Dope.
Nice.
I want to have Fran Pauly in a floating thing in
Oh,
the
man.
Oh, man.
pool, and a lady giving you some strawberries in the mouth,
Okay.
smoking a cigar.
You lost me. You want me
No,
back.
like
got
one of
me
those
back.
giant flamingo floats. You know the ring floats,
I'm
like the
not
giant
gonna-
pink one. And
The
he just like,
reality is, I'm not gonna be.
make sure you get a drone footage view
the
from the
hand-eye
top.
coordination is not there for me to be on a fucking flamingo. The physics are not there, bro. But if we can try to make it happen, bro. Just have like 3 girls holding on to the flamingo. Like get on it.
Something like that.
Figure it out.
I would love to see that.
It's a sight.
Yeah.
It's a sight. It's all right.
But Jonas, thank you again, man, for coming on. This was awesome.
Thank you.
Great time.
Black motherfucking bird, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Can't clip my wings.
Yep.
Clean my wins, baby.
Yep.
2025, man.
I like this.
Yep.
You guys should be doing this very often.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
Try to do this
I'm
little
gonna make a
wheels
cigar
fall.
for you. It's gonna call the penetration.
The penetration. Love it. Perfect.
Petit Robusto.
Yeah, a petit robusto. Ah, shit. That's gonna be the stubby. That's gonna be the stubby.
That's the stuff.
The
That's the
penetration.
Yeah.
By Fran Pauli.
Toma. I like it.
Or call it, el pájaro, and just make it a rainbow box.
Yeah.
Whoa, pause.
O la gaviota.
Oye.
But thank you guys. If you're on anywhere, you're a local brick and mortar, check them out. If not, we carry them. Let me know if you want them. Fantastic. We've had events with Jonas. We're looking to do more in the future. And yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Blackbird, they make a cigar for everybody's palate.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't smoked one before, I highly recommend it. Smoke one, grab one.
Full of flavor.
Full of flavor.
Full of flavor.
Dominican and a little bit of everything else.
Mhm.
So you've been doing it right, man, since day one. Keep pushing forward, bro. The fucking sky is literally the limit. So
Yep.
We fly high.
Don't clip your
fly
wings, bro.
high, bro.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Toma.
Cheers.
Toast.
I need a little bit more. Hold on. Hold on.
Well,
Yeah. Salud.
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 Be Frankie.
All right, we're at episode 8. I don't know if you know, 8 is my lucky number.
My lucky number 2, bro.
Shit, so bro, look who's here.
here, though?
I think so. Oh yeah.
¡Hey!
Hey,
¿Qué vuelta,
hermano.
papi?
What's
¿Qué
up?
vuelta, hermano?
Muy
¿Cómo está la
bien,
cosa?
muy bien.
Bueno, vuelta, ¿qué cosa este?
Yeah.
Entra, veo, a los cubanos. Esto es a los cubanos.
Ah,
Echa para acá.
hey.
Sube para arriba. A los cubanos esto. Dale.